All right. So, guys, it's us again. We're back. One of us changed our outfits.
Yes.
Hello there. Yuli and I are going to talk about whatever, because hell, who doesn't want to talk to a hot girl about just anything? I know I will. She's picked relationships as a topic, I think, right?
Yeah, I just thought we had a chat about it before during lunchtime, and it was pretty interesting.
All right, well, let's do it. I'm trained, so that you guys know, I'm trained kind of as a life coach. So I spent like $100,000 on Tony Robbins stuff, and if you're going to learn success from somebody, you might as well learn it from the person that is the most successful success coach. Yeah. So biggest, strongest, richest, hottest wife, owns an island, has had his own name as his brand for 20, 30 years and never had his name impeached. Pretty good. It's pretty good. I don't know too many people that have been able to do that. So he offers a lot of courses on relationship mastery, wealth mastery, fitness mastery. Go to his island and eat nothing for a week, do fasting. They don't tell you that before you go. So it's fun to arrive there.
Oh my God.
And then be told you're not going to be eating anything this week.
That's crazy. No.
You look great at the end of it. I mean, you really drop weight.
Yeah.
So they make you drink a lot of water and eat no food. And then, and for life coaching stuff, I've done NLP, neuro-linguistic programming, master practitioner training, and read a whole lot of material. So I'll let you guys in on a secret. I've only had in my life 4 girlfriends. And the first 3 were 2 years, 8 years, 8 years. And I'm not exactly too old. So when I have a relationship, it tends to last a really long time. And, we're very happy. Yeah. And then, usually if you chart people's relationships, they go wonderfully, wonderfully, wonderfully until year 6. They fall apart. People try and fix them for a year, and they finally give up on year 7. Then if you've got like really good game, it goes to about year 8. Yeah. Now I have a theory on why that happens. Yeah. That I invented, which I'm kind of happy about. If you want to hear it.
Yeah, sure.
All right. So for all you people out there that have had relationships that have ended around 7 years, and you felt bad because maybe you thought it was your fault, it turns out that there's animals that just make copies of themselves. They don't have sex. So the aspen tree just makes clones of itself. There's jellyfish that make clones of themselves. They don't have to have sex to make copies. Mm-hmm. Even in, I believe, alligators and frogs, they have something called parthenogenesis, where a girl will just give birth on her own, which is very interesting if you want to look it up. Now, why do I mention that? Because if it's true that almost all of the life that you see in the world that's interesting is sexual life, it's because sex has outperformed making copies. And the reason why sex is so good is because you have one person looking for great traits in the other, you have another person looking for great traits back, and when you mix 2 things that create something different, you have the opportunity for excellence. Yeah. So, like Usain Bolt is the fastest man in the world, but his father wasn't. Why? Because sex. His mom and his dad mixed to make something more awesome. Yeah. So if the reason sex beats making copies is because it creates more variety and the opportunity for more excellence, you know what else creates more variety? New partner.
All right. So that explains a lot.
Right. Now, when would be the right time to get a new partner? When the first kid that you had was old enough to take care of themselves. Okay. And when might that be? In the wild, it might be around 7 years. 7-year-old might be able to make it in the wild on its own. So
it's just all natural. It's all
for the same reason you fell in love in the first place.
Yeah.
Because, you complemented each other and wanted, subconsciously to create something beautiful together. Not even subconsciously, but just the system makes you two attracted, and then you end up creating something beautiful together. That same system that brought you together is the same system that pulls you apart and makes room for the next partner. I'll teach you another thing about human beings. Now, if you want to look into this as a belief system, it's basically called evolutionary psychology. Yeah. So we've seen how our biology has affected our societies, right? It also affects our psychology. So when you get scared and you yell, well, why do you yell? I mean, it might bring other predators. Well, because usually you're with your tribe. You're a social creature. So if you yell when something scary happens, whether you want to or not, you're calling for the help of your tribe.
Yeah.
And it's faster than thought, right? if you see someone looking like this, not moving their head, but just their eyes, your brain's like, that person's going to do something shady.
Yeah.
Without understanding why. You've never been trained, you've never been taught it, but you just feel that person's going to do something that they don't want to get caught for.
Suspicious.
Exactly. Because they're moving their eyes, but they don't want to move their head.
Mm-hmm.
So we come with these learnings and you know, not really, you don't want to call them instincts, but these, you know, influences. So like an instinct is when a spider makes the same web that its parents made.
Yeah.
Exact same. No education, but makes the exact same web. There is genetically defined intelligence that passes from father to child. But with human beings, it's much less. Mm-hmm. So we might not like heights.
Yeah.
We might not like snakes. We might understand the shifty eyes. We might yell when we're scared. You know, so we have instincts, but they're like much less. And there's some stupid word sociologists used, biological drive or something. I never liked the word, but it's probably why I can't remember it now. Mm-hmm. So why do I tell this to you? Because if your relationship blows up at 7 years, really died at 6, but you gave up at 7, don't feel too bad about it. I mean, it's not you, right? Yeah. It's the system. It's the system that helped you exist. Like you are the result of thousands of guys and girls having sex and taking care of their kids in a row. And if any one of them didn't have sex and take care of their kids, you're not here. So you're one of a long, long chain of 1,000 or 10,000 couples getting busy and taking care of their kids. And now the system kind of wants you to do the same thing.
Yeah. But like to me, breakup, it doesn't need to be necessarily a failure.
Right.
Like actually a breakup, it can be a good thing. Like you've had good times together and you went through things together. Like it was good. And just because you're breaking up, it doesn't mean like you like doing it's wrong, you know.
Chris Rock
doesn't have to be wrong. Yeah.
Chris Rock had a great skit on this, on alimony. He says, you know, if you go to a fancy restaurant, you're eating dinner.
Yeah.
When dinner's over, you leave. If you're married and a guy's buying you nice stuff and then you're not married anymore, he's not exactly sure why he has to keep buying you nice stuff. Because if he's going to have to buy you some nice stuff, he's going to demand some pussy payments. So you're used to getting steak dinner every week. Well, I'm used to getting laid every week.
Yeah.
It's a funny skit.
Of course, yeah. Well, that's the thing. Like it's not necessarily a bad thing, and that's okay. You just say goodbye and move on with your life.
Yeah, I think it helps to know that you don't have to be at fault and they don't have to be at fault. It's just the way things go.
Yeah.
You know, you leave the restaurant sometimes. Yeah. Relationships break up. It makes room for the next one.
And you learn from it.
Yeah, if you're smart. Yeah.
You just learn from it, and then you're more smarter. You know, when you're like trying to get into another relationship.
So, what's the longest relationship you've had?
It was 2 years.
Okay.
Yeah, so didn't even go to like 6 or 7.
That sucks, because usually 2 years is like the beauty. Like the relationship usually never gets better than it's like year 2.
Yeah.
Like year 2 is like the best a relationship gets because everyth's still new and everything's still fabulous, you know.
For me, like the first few months is the best because like I'm so in love, and then it's just, I mean, it's okay, but I don't know. I don't know why. It's just always been like different. A year and a half or 2 years, and then you just like either go with it or finish it, and just always like that with me. But I've been single for like 3 years now.
It's a long time.
Yeah, that is a long time.
It's a long time. You must have a really good vibrator. You must have.
Yeah.
I hope it plugs into the wall. Save money on batteries.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think one mistake a lot of people make in relationships is that when they try to meet new people, if those new people don't like them, they take it super personally, because it is personal. I mean, if you say hi to somebody and they roll their eyes and do this.
Yeah.
That's insulting as fuck, right?
It is.
But you have to understand, everyone has their thing.
Yeah.
I know girls that just like black guys. I'm not black. You could be rich, strong, funny, whatever. If you're not black, they don't like it.
Yeah.
And it's not like they chose one day.
No, and it's not that they don't like you, or it's
You're not their flavor.
There's nothing wrong with you.
Yeah, like you had salmon today.
Yeah.
I don't like salmon.
Yeah.
I just don't like it. I've never asked whether I wanted to like it or not, you know?
Yeah.
So you have to understand, when you say hi to people, some small portion of the people that you say hello to likes whatever you are, no matter how fucking weird you are, right?
Yeah.
Like, you could be the weirdest dude in the world. You can be in a wheelchair. That is someone's thing. Someone likes that shit. Yeah. Might be a really small number, but if you go on the internet, you can find that other party that likes that. So there's a strategy if you want to have more sensual variety in your life and you want more people to like you. You should try and maximize the number of people that are attracted to whatever you are, right? So like camera guy, Brent, used to be a model, loves long hair. Me, I used to have long hair, but I look better with short hair. I look younger. Yeah. If I'm dancing in the club, I'm not always trying to tie it in a man bun where it's just fuzzy on top. Yeah. And there's some portion of guys and girls that just do not like long hair.
Yeah.
So
most of the people who don't like long hair with men.
Yep, it's true.
Yeah.
So if you're in a rock and roll club and you're wearing a rock and roll style outfit, you could do better with that small subsection of people, but at the cost of everyone else.
Yeah.
So, like for instance, this jacket. I think this jacket looks cool, but I'm not exactly Joe Normal guy.
Yeah.
If I wear this out into the normal world, it reduces the number of people that are comfortable talking to me because they're scared.
Yeah.
They're scared other people will see them talking to me, and then they're just shy people, right? So if I want to go out and meet, more people, I'll just wear a black, normal-looking Joe Blow average suit, and then make up for it with facial expression and body movement and tonality. So I'll punch really hard with things that you can only see up close, but at a distance it looks pretty normal. Yeah. Right. And go ahead.
Yeah, and once like someone already get to know you,
right,
then you like totally open yourself. Yeah, do whatever you want.
So I like wearing this stuff because I've had so much fun in crazy outfits, right?
Yeah, whatever works for you.
Yeah. So like, if you want to go out and meet people, some people will tell you to dress really crazy. I think that it's better to not do that.
Yeah.
Because just a lot of people are uncomfortable talking to someone that dresses really crazy.
Actually, I've dyed my hair pink once.
Oh, really?
And I really liked it, but I did realize that
people treat you different.
Yeah, treat me different, and there's only a small percentage of people that love it.
Yep.
But most of people hate it.
Yep.
And
true.
That just I liked it, but
Yep. And then there's there is another way of looking at this. Like, I like when more people like me.
Yeah. Everyone's like that.
You could be okay with just that. Like, there's kids in your school and that you see in the street that are wearing the maximum number of rings, piercings, hair color, eye color, punk rock. They go to the cyber shop or, whatever. And they're happy to live that way. But they have a very small peer group.
Yeah.
And once you've had a couple partners in that group, you're out. You're like, there's nothing left.
Yeah.
So you're in a small community. It's not my style.
But a lot of people just go through that stage.
Right.
When they just think it's cool, it's something different. But then after they realize what you've just said, and they become normal again.
I'm gonna say something so rude and mean. I have a feeling that people would love to be more fit and be a jock, or more attractive and be a cheerleader, or more intelligent in politics or something, but they couldn't make it any of those places.
Yeah.
They couldn't compete in those levels, so then they just failed out into weird. Oh. They're like, well, I can't do well in normal, so I'll try and do well in totally fucking weird.
Probably some of them, or sometimes they try to make people put attention on themselves because they need some help.
Right.
So they want. I feel like maybe they're depressed. They want some help.
And then when you try and help them, they tell you to fuck off.
Well, yeah.
It's like drama queen shit. So if you can't make people love you by being beautiful or interesting or funny, then you can make them love you by hurting yourself. Some of them. Self-harm. You're like, it's not the healthy way to do it.
Feel sorry for, make people feel sorry for you.
Emotional self-harm. Yeah. Just being depressed all the time. Or emotional, right? So I, in summary, if you can be attractive and beautiful and find good friends and have a good life experience in more popularly, acceptable things. Yeah. So if you watch high school movies that have high school kids in them, everyone has their clique. Right? I mean, there's the jocks and the cheerleaders and the nerds and the people that don't fit into anything, and then the rock and roll people, and then the stoners and the gym rats, and you have to fit in one of these verticals pretty much. And that's like for style. If you're gonna dress away, you should fit a sexy stereotype.
Yeah.
If you can. If it's on the mannequin, that's pretty safe to buy. If you're gonna buy what's not on the mannequin and start trying to put your own outfits together, you better know what the fuck you're doing. Like, because it's like
because you can either work very good or very bad.
Yeah. So like I'll give you an example. This color shirt goes with these flowers. This matches. It's internally congruent, right? And this color, kind of magenta, to some degree goes with the red that's in the mint that she has there. Yeah. These two outfits kind of complement each other, mostly on the reds, right? Like mint and pink goes, and pink and red slightly goes, right? Like, this was well thought out. I have a closet full of crazy stuff. I could have chosen a lot of different things. Earlier, I wore a jade shirt that matched pretty well with that.
Yeah.
If you don't know about color theory, maybe you should just be buying what's on the mannequins, right?
Yeah.
Particularly if you're a dude.
Yeah. Or ask for some advice.
Yeah, there's people that work there.
Yeah.
They probably know it looks good.
They do. Most of the time they do. Yeah. And also there's something like a color, like skin color or skin tone and undertones.
Yep.
So you can be warm or cool. And also you can find out about your skin tone.
Yeah. I should probably wear more greens because I have a very red complexion.
Yeah.
Jade actually looks pretty awesome with that. This is a little overkill. So like if you wear reds, it'll make red complexion or acne stick out. If you have acne, don't wear reds, right?
Yeah.
It's just gonna make it punch harder.
Yeah.
What other kind of relationship stuff do we talk about? We got fashion, we got stereotypes, we got feeling good about relationships breaking up.
All right, so I have a question because like I noticed like I get a lot of like guys' attention, but it's very hard for me to make them actually want to have a relationship with me. And what's your advice for that?
So guys,
or what do you think about it?
Guys are pretty simple.
Yeah.
We want to be physical with you. That's our thing.
Yeah.
Every single guy.
Yeah.
So a lot of girls have figured that out, and they've developed strategies like not on the first date, dinner first, text timing, not responding quickly, jealousy plot lines. Like, you know, if you're taking a photo, you see there's another guy hand in there, you're like, so they're who's that other hand, right?
Yeah.
What else could you use from a girl's perspective? I think sincere compliments are super, super effective for everybody. So, I mean, if you pay attention to someone, you could give a sincere compliment, right? Yeah. Like, I love your posture. I love your tattoos. I like how you've got like strong, crazy tattoos, but also very girly, feminine tattoos. You got the mix, right?
Yeah.
Your hair is beautiful. Your makeup's nice. Probably better than nice, right? She trained as a makeup artist, so she's cheating a little bit.
I'm trying.
Right? You know, your tonality is very feminine and beautiful. Like, there's a lot of things that
I'm blushing,
I like
guys.
about you.
I'm blushing.
Right? Yeah. I didn't have to invent any of that stuff. That's just by being attentive and paying attention to you as a human being. I know what I like about you, right? Yeah. And
it just comes naturally and it's very genuine and I can feel that. And
people, if you give people true, sincere compliments, it makes them feel wonderful about themselves, and they've earned that feeling because they have those traits that you've mentioned. And I think it's super rare. Like, for some reason, people are just afraid to say the truth about how they feel about someone else. And if that's an underserved market, and by being truthful and honest with people, you can make them feel wonderfully, right? Yeah. And for another thing, like, every touch is worth 10 good things saying. So if you and I were just talking, every good thing I say, I get 1 point. But if I say a bad thing, minus 10 points. So it's actually, talking is a bad deal. So if you can talk a little bit, get attraction, and then shut the fuck up and let the other person talk, you're not going to blow yourself out. So like, if a girl's talking to me and she says she doesn't like small dogs, it's like huge do not like. Oh, you don't like taking care of small dogs? Well, aren't you fucking weird? Like, I don't like that shit. Like, I like people that love animals of all sizes. So for me, it's a big turnoff. So for you, if you're talking to guys, you might want to talk less and just touch more. Like, if I was trying to hit on you, I'd find excuses to touch you, right? Like, hey, let me see your hand real quick. Oh my God, your hand looks so little. All right, let me look at your fingers. Oh, you are tiny. Oh my God, I feel like I have to protect you. Okay, I'm going to give you this back in a second.
Yeah.
And then I'm just going to hold this for a while and ask you questions, right? Like, what's your favorite color?
Yeah, orange.
Is it really?
Yeah.
I don't even believe you.
Yeah.
Do you like orange juice?
Yeah, I
think... Is that why, or?
No, not really. I just think it's like matches my skin color and my eyes.
I've never even seen you wear orange. I know someplace right now that has an orange bandage dress for sale that you have to try.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not sure if they have it small enough for you, but we can go take a look.
Yeah, perfect. Sounds good.
I'm going to give you your hand back now.
Yeah.
You hold on to that for me.
I will.
Right. So anytime you touch someone, you want to be the first one to stop touching.
Oh, okay.
So it's basically like 2 steps forward, 1 step back. So I'm going to take your hand, I'm going to touch you, and I'm going to give it back. I'm going to turn it off so that you know it's cool and comfortable.
It's not like I'm taking it away, because that's...
Right. Yeah, because then you feel like you're trapped. Like, oh, this fucking...
Yeah.
What is this you grab my hand for? It's so weird, right?
Yeah.
But if a person likes you, they like it when you touch them.
Yeah.
Right?
It builds the connection.
Well, it doesn't just build it. It's like... So either you like it when I touch you or not, and I'd rather find that out earlier, right? So if you're attracted to me and you like when I touch you, then we can keep on talking and having fun. But if you're not into that shit, let's find out now, and I will go talk to that girl that does like that shit.
Okay.
Because I've got X number of hours to hang out in a night, and I'm not going to waste them with people that don't enjoy me.
Yeah.
To the ability that I know is possible.
I like that. Yeah.
You can do the same thing.
Don't waste your time with people that don't like you.
If you're talking to a guy and you touch his hand and he does this shit.
Yeah.
See you later.
Yeah.
I don't have time to deal with that shit.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna sit here and act cool for an hour so that we could get to like 0.1 base. Like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Like,
fair enough.
So the people that are fun to interact with are usually quickly fun to interact with. Very rarely does someone change later. Like, oh, they sucked and they sucked and they sucked and now they're good. Usually people that start sucking suck for a good while. Usually. Sucking. Yeah, there's people out there that are just going to always suck. Like, if you're trying to hit on that girl that just like black guys and you ain't black, you are not going to hook up, dude. It's not going to happen. You better hope. Yeah. You better enjoy the conversation on its own, because that's all you're getting. Yeah. Camera guy's sneaking in here. What are you doing, camera guy? You just want to watch the show? All right, he just wants to watch the show. Yeah. Sometimes he has something important to say, but... Yeah. What else? So for you with guys, I mean, I would be looking for cues for money. If I were a girl, I'd want a rich boyfriend. Money, yeah. Yeah, I'd be looking for quality shoes, Rolex, you know. I'll tell you the difference between a real Rolex and a fake one. You guys want to see this real quick? Yeah. All right.
I want to see these.
So fake Rolexes, when you shake them, are really noisy. Real Rolexes are super quiet.
No noise.
Almost no noise, right? Yeah. Real Rolex, if you unscrew the crown and you pull it out, the second hand stops moving. See how it's freezed? Yeah. And then as soon as you plug it in, it starts moving again. This is called a sweeping motion because it ticks so little. Okay. It like ticks 7 times more, so there's smaller ticks. Okay. On the fake Submariners, this little dot here, the glow-in-the-dark dot, is really tall. On the real one, it's really low. Okay, yeah. The magnifying glass on the real one makes the font really big, but on the fake ones, it just doesn't magnify as much. The font's really small. Okay. There's other little things you can look for, like these little dots around the outside that tell the hours. They're like much closer to the outside in the fake ones. There's a little bit of space on the real one. If you wanted to, you could take the bracelet off and look at the serial number on the case. Yeah. What else? The purple is different. So like this blue is still blue, but on the fake ones, it just turns more purple.
It's very pretty blue.
Yeah.
I like that one.
And you could learn. So that if you care about telling the difference between a real Rolex and a fake one, that's how you can do it.
Sure, maybe in the future. Never know.
You can do the same thing with Louis Vuitton. Like, you'll almost never see an LV symbol cut in half on a Louis Vuitton bag. They really respect the symbols and they work around them. Oh. The gold on the zippers is like important. I don't know. You could probably watch some good YouTube videos on that stuff. I don't know how many guys are trying to trick you into thinking they're wealthy, but no, real wealthy is better than fake wealthy, in my opinion.
Well, I guess. Yeah, for sure, of course.
And then you just see their house.
If I cannot afford like a real one, I wouldn't even be bothered. Yeah. Like,
if you can see a guy's house, you know that's like what's up. Yeah. Like, a dude can bullshit with his accessories a lot. Yeah. You can even get a lease on a car. Yeah. But like the house, it's like big ticket. Like, yeah. Yeah, I agree. You can even do a background check on a dude. Like, yeah. Just get his name and get his date of birth and like where he's born, and you're like, fuck it, throw $100 at it. Maybe the guy's an axe murderer. You catch it on the background check, you know? Like, it's worth $100. I mean, I don't know. Like, I'm crazy. I would probably do that, but
no, you're right. Of course, you never know who you're gonna meet.
Especially live in Florida. Don't live in Florida, dude. That's as good. If you live in Florida, move someplace nice.
Don't find a boyfriend from Florida.
Oh my God.
Don't even look.
Florida's fucking crazy.
All right.
What else have we covered? How else to make guys like you? Yeah, I mean, everything else is normal stuff you're probably already doing. You know, seeming like you've got other things going on.
I have a lot going on, yeah.
And then just...
I'm a very good guy for material, am I not?
I think so.
Yeah.
I mean, you're beautiful and smart and intellectual, and your English is just about perfect. Like,
just about.
Oh, Brent's telling me my sock is showing here. Hey guys, you like my sock? All right, thanks, Brent. What else? Marriage, yeah.
How do you get a guy to marry you?
There's an art to it, right? So like the more options a guy has, the less he wants to marry you, probably.
Okay. The more desperate he is.
The more he's like, oh my God, this is the only hot girl I'll ever get. I better lock that down, because that works, right? You're like, it totally, like, putting the ring on really stops bad things from happening. No, if they find someone better, they'll just divorce you. Like,
yeah, but I think when there's so much social media and internet, there's so many options, and that's why people don't want to commit so much, because they always think they can meet someone better and better.
Yep, it's true.
But
it's true.
It's not actually how it is in real life.
The answer to this is slightly counterintuitive. So the answer to having better relationships and having people that love you more is to be a better you.
Yeah.
It's not to game them better. It's not to trick them. It's not to get them to sign some document. It's to be so attractive yourself, bright and vibrant and loving and caring and playful and reliable and honest. If you're those things, you know, you'll bring you with you to your next relationship. And the better you are, the better people you'll have in your life. As long as you don't do it, as long as you have good standards, right? You're like, oh, next.
Yeah.
Right?
I totally agree with that.
Yeah.
You cannot try to make people like you. You just be yourself, and if they like you, they like you.
Yeah. You just be a better you.
Yeah.
So like,
just try to improve.
Fitter, richer, smarter.
Drink less.
Stop drinking alcohol. I haven't
alcohol.
drank for at least 14 days, maybe 16 or 18 now.
Yeah.
I got to check the calendar. I don't need it. Don't want it.
Yeah.
Dropping weight so easy, like getting more fit.
For that. Yeah.
It's better. Like, it's better in every way.
Yeah, your pants were like dropping.
Yeah, I know. I gotta get new pants. I gotta get new pants. So be the best you. Like, if you really want to have love and excitement and passion in your life, you need to be a better you than other people, because it's competitive. As long as people are pairing up 1-to-1, the 10s get the 10s, the 9s get the 9s, the 8s get the 8s. And if you ain't a 10, 9, or an 8, but you want to get 10, 9s, and 8s, you better be doing lots of numbers, or get lucky, or try harder, or become an 8 or a 9. That's your options. You know? Do you want to live in a world where the 5s get the 8s? You probably don't want to live in that world.
Yeah.
So stop being a 5, you know?
Yeah.
You're definitely not a 5.
Well, thank you.
That's what we call a half compliment, by the way, guys.
Yeah.
It's a disqualifying compliment.
Yeah.
It was a purposely weak compliment to make you want me to upgrade you, right? So now you're like, not a 5. Why didn't you just call me a 9 or something?
No.
So that made you curious, like, to get a better compliment, pretty much.
Okay. Yeah. Learn from Richard Hart.
Didn't choose the last name Hart by accident, homies.
Yeah.
It's on purpose. Brent, anything?
Yeah.
Any questions? No questions? He's happy.
Questions. Yeah, I'm happy.
Let me think. Yeah. So there's this comment saying, be attractive, don't be unattractive.
Yeah.
As a guy,
if
as a
you're
girl,
not happy in your relationship, you have to change something about yourself.
Yep.
Improve.
One of the things I love about going and meeting new people is it makes me a better me. If I'm in public and I'm with other people and I want to be attractive, I need to be fulfilled and happy. Yeah. Which means, like, have you ever seen a movie with Brad Pitt or who's the other guy that's in Ocean's 11?
I don't know. Don't ask me that.
He's not Brad Pitt. Good looking dude. Look at anyone that's in Ocean's 11 almost. They all have a calm, cool, collected, everything's fine smirk about them.
Yeah. Confidence.
It's beautiful. It makes you feel great. Like, everything's fine. Everything's going great. But most male human beings, they walk around tortured. They're not happy with how things are going, right? And you see that in their face. So when you loosen up your forehead and think about the good things that are going on in your life, which are numerous, and just exhibit and feel those feelings of fulfillment and joy, it's infectious, and other people will feel great around you.
Yeah.
So I'm the best version of me when I'm around new people, and then when I'm just by myself, I'm not the best version of me. right? I'm thinking about what I'm not doing and what I'm missing, and you're not watching your facial expression, you're not watching your posture, right?
Same. Yeah. I don't put, like, when I'm at home alone, I don't put makeup. I walk around with my pajamas, and I just feel like you just don't feel attractive, and it's so much better when you actually have to go out to the world. Then you put effort, and you feel so much better about yourself.
Agree. And then when you find that right person,
that
you're all excited about, you're like, oh my god, I can't believe this person
when you're
likes
in
me.
love, that's like totally different.
It's so good.
Everything changes.
It's so good.
Everything's perfect, right?
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna give you a high five. You're so excellent at this stuff.
Thank you so much.
All right, everyone. I hope you've liked your
Thank
relationship
you so much.
video. We hope you learned something.
Yeah.